Okay, good morning, everybody. You come back to mechanical engineering again. So maybe you are boring about the principles and all the equations in your textbooks. So today I will bring you something that is absolutely new. We come to the process of manufacturing. You know that all the things that the engineers do is to make a product. So the manufacturing process is the most important process in the mechanical engineering. So today I will talk about the most important and simplest and the most important concept in the manufacturing process, that is tolerance. So maybe you are confused about this, right? So I will ask you a question first. Now I have a long piece of wood and I want to cut it into pieces. I want the length should be exactly 15 meters. Can I achieve this? No? Why? Actually, right answer, but why? Can you explain it?
Maybe it will be a little longer or a little shorter.
Yes, right. You cannot control it because maybe when you are cutting the wood, your hand is shaking, right? So you cannot make sure. And your ruler may be not very good in quality, so you cannot make sure that the length is absolutely 15 meters. So, but we also want to make sure that the length of the wood should be in the right size. So how can we achieve that? So in reality, we just require that the length of this wood should be within a range. So we call it tolerance.
Sounds like statistics, quality control.
Quality, yes, exactly. So maybe we just require that there is a symbol. It is a kind of tolerance. In this symbol, it means that the maximum of the length is 15 plus 1 is 16. And the minimum of the length is 15 minus 1 is 14. So if the length of the wood within this range means 15 to 16, we think that the quantity is good. You understand it? Any questions? No? So I will give a test what this means. So what is the range?
15.1 to 15.2.
Yes, great. Smart. So in this way, I can see that you understand it. Okay. We have so this is called size tolerance. If we have this concept, we know that we can make sure the size of the products will be good and we can accept it. However, we live in a three-dimensional world. As a result, only the size is correct is not enough. For example, we will have a rectangular products like this. The length is 15 meters. But how about we make a product like this? The size is correct, right? But the shape is not. We cannot accept it. So as a result, we should also have a form and a position tolerance. So I will explain it to you. The first one is that linearity. This means that we should make sure that a line is straight enough. Okay. The symbol of this linearity is like this. So it's difficult to understand it, right? But after my explanation, you will find that it's quite easy. So we have a line here. We imagine that it is very, very straight. It not exists, but we imagine that it exists. So if our lines these two lines is absolutely straight. I mean, if our lines is like this, but the distance between the two ideal lines is just 0.1 millimeters, we will think that this line meets our requirement. So it's very, we just see it from a very tiny scale, so we can see that it's not straight. But if I see from a long distance, you will see that it's nearly straight. We cannot see the like this.
Right.
Okay. Understand? Any questions? No? Okay. So smart. And another one is the parallelism. It is to make sure that the two lines are actually parallel. In this way, we call there is one line here, and we want to make another line that is parallel to this one. So like this. Maybe it is like this, or it is like this. The symbol of this concept is it means that we imagine that there is two lines that are exactly parallel to the one we need to the standard, we call it. And we imagine two lines are exactly parallel to this one. It's like this. So, if the distance between these two lines is within 0.1, we accept it. We think that this line is okay. And also, if the distance between two lines is 0.1, we also think that it's okay. You understand it?
What's the curve in this first graph?
Curve, we mean that we just see it from a very small scale. Maybe sometimes the lines is not very straight, and maybe it is not exactly parallel to the former one. So sometimes we cannot make sure it. I just say that when you make products in the machine, it's not in maybe it's shaking all the time. So we cannot make sure it. So it is just a range. This is a range, and this is also a range.
Okay, got it.
So when we talk about size tolerance, we just mentioned about the length. But however, when we talk about the form and the position tolerance, we more concerned about the relationships between the two objects, two lines maybe, or two faces. Okay. Any questions? So you are very clever. You can understand it, right? Okay. Thank you very much.